Matt had worked as a pizza delivery driver for about a year. The late-night shifts were his favorite because they paid better tips, even if they were sometimes a bit eerie. One night, he received an order for a large pepperoni pizza going out to a place on the outskirts of town. The address wasn't familiar, which was strange, because he thought he had delivered to nearly every location in the area. The GPS took him to an old, dilapidated house with shattered windows and an overgrown yard. The pale glow of the moon barely illuminated the structure, but he could see the faint light of a candle burning in one of the upstairs windows. Hesitating, Matt called the number on the receipt to confirm he was at the right place. A raspy voice answered, "Yes, you're here. Leave the pizza on the porch and collect the money from the mailbox." Finding it strange, Matt nevertheless did as instructed. He approached the old, rusty mailbox, and when he opened it, he found a crisp $20 bill, but also a photograph. It was a picture of him, taken just moments earlier, standing next to his car with the pizza bag in hand. Alarmed, he dashed back to his vehicle, but before he could start it, the car lights flashed on their own and the radio powered up, playing static. Panic gripped him as the static from the radio morphed into that same raspy voice, "Thank you for the delivery, Matt." Terrified, Matt abandoned his car and sprinted down the road. He dialed 911 as he ran, but all he got was the same raspy voice, repeating his name over and over. Finally reaching the edge of town, he barged into a local gas station, panting and drenched in sweat. The elderly man behind the counter looked up in surprise, but Matt could only point in the direction he had come from. The man's eyes widened in recognition, the old Jenkins place. Nodding frantically, Matt listened as the old man recounted the tale. Decades ago, a recluse named Mr. Jenkins lived in that house. He would often order pizzas, but no delivery driver ever returned. They eventually found their cars abandoned nearby. They said Jenkins had a thing for radios and had wired the entire house with them, tapping into frequencies no one else could. As Matt processed the story, his phone rang. Hesitating, he answered. It was his manager, Matt. "Where did you go?" the customer at the Jenkins address called. "They never got their pizza." Confused, Matt whispered, "But I left it there, on the porch." His manager sighed, "Matt, no one's lived there for years. That place burned down a decade ago. Stop playing around and get back here." But Matt wasn't playing around. The chilling realization set in. Whatever, or whoever, he had encountered was not of this world. From that night on, he never took another late-night delivery shift.